I really don't know what the Toronto Raptors plan is going into the 2024 season because they currently have the best free agent in the 2024 class, Pascal Siakam, who has yet to be extended. And it feels like they switch their minds every day if they're going to trade Pascal or keep him. Same thing with OG Anunoby. Gary Trent Jr. opted into his player option. They gave Jakob Poeltl $80 million guaranteed a few weeks ago. They also signed Dennis Schroeder to a 2-year deal this offseason and drafted Grady Dick with the 13th overall selection. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Welcome here to the Toronto Raptors rebuild. I said I don't really know what they're doing because they're kind of in no man's land in the NBA right now, as this team is still not one of the better teams in the Eastern Conference, and they are far from one of the worst teams in the East, but yeah, they're right there in the middle, and sometimes that's just not where you want to be. They also have a new head coach this offseason with Darko Rajakovic because Nick Nurse did part ways with Toronto and is now the head coach of the Philadelphia 76ers. And somebody talked about it in one of my live streams this offseason. What about if we experimented with Scottie Barnes as our point guard? So let's try it out and see how it works. So we're going to have Scottie Barnes as our one. He did average 3.5 assists his rookie year. This number is off for year 2, but I do think he could be a solid facilitator, and it can help out space your front court because Pascal Siakam, solid 3-point shooter, not the best in the world. Jakob Poeltl is a non-existent shooter, so having Barnes, Siakam, and Poeltl next to each other is really tough to build around, so that is going to be a challenge that we are going to have to figure out in this video. Let's go under Rajakovic's balanced system. Only 2.5 stars. We could try to experiment with Malachi Flynn as well. Currently, I'm giving those final minutes to Jalen McDaniels. I'm actually not the biggest Malachi Flynn fan. I was never really a fan of him as a prospect coming out of San Diego State. We did win our first game of the season, by 21 points. Jakob Poeltl had 22, 12, and 5. Scottie Barnes had 3 assists. Let's see how this home game goes. Against Chicago, we ended up losing by 6. Siakam had 36 points. Scottie Barnes had 4 assists. Home game here, we do beat the Memphis Grizzlies by 1. Scottie Barnes had 3 assists. I just remember when the Rockets made Kevin Porter Jr. the full-time point guard. It was such a big thing with somebody going out of position and playing a point guard because he was more of a small forward shooting guard type in USC or at USC and Cleveland. So it was definitely a new role for him. So I'm hoping Scottie Barnes can adapt to this point guard role in 2K. I think he will be fine in real life. We did start off the season 8-3, but Jakob Poeltl did just get hurt. And Gary Trent Jr. is also going to be hurt for the next only 1 to 2 weeks. And I think if we are underperforming at the deadline, I could look to trade Pascal. Jakob Poeltl just came back from his injury. He's averaging 3.5 assists a night, but he just got hurt once again. All right, so here at the All-Star Draft, I think Siakam will be here, and he's not? What? Oh, no, he is. Okay, I just can't see these always. Yeah, he's averaging 21 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Maybe I should make Pascal Siakam our point guard. He's only 6'6". Wait, Pascal Siakam's only 6'6"? No, he's 6'8". So yeah, what's up with that? He's actually 6'9" according to Basketball Reference. I'm gonna change that. I don't know if that's a glitch here. Oh, and he did get hurt 1 to 2 weeks. You're really not gonna allow me to trade him at the deadline? Yeah, if he's not healthy in the next 4 days, I can't even think about moving Siakam. But we are 11 games above 500. All right, and now we are 9 games above 500. And I wouldn't be able to trade him. Beautiful. Scottie Barnes is averaging 4.6 assists this season. He's also averaging 18 points a night. And Anunoby, 15 points. He's shooting 32 from 3. He will most likely be a free agent. Grady Dick is shooting 42% from 3. Hell yeah. I may look to move somebody, but I don't want to do a full seller's job. The Suns are already regretting the Bradley Beal trade. Why do Bradley Beal would actually be a sick fit on this team? Would I do an OG Anunoby for Bradley Beal type trade? I'd have to include, I feel like Dennis Schroeder, or instead of Dennis Schroeder, I'd have to include Gary Trent Jr. But is there any young players I would want back? I mean, they don't have any first to trade. I'm yeah, it would be tough to really make the money work. All right, so I'm going to be trading Gary Trent Jr. to the Atlanta Hawks for the Sacramento Kings lottery protected first. I'm also getting Bruno Fernando. Now that pick might have more protections on it, so we'll keep an eye on it. But yeah, we're getting a first round pick for Gary Trent Jr. Sorry if you heard my computer go off there. And we could always try to re-sign Gary Trent Jr. in the offseason if we do want to bring him back. So let's agree to this trade with the Atlanta Hawks. I don't think this is going to make us too much worse. And I can insert Grady Dick into the starting 5. So I plan on playing my starting 5 a little bit more. And now if we just kind of look at the salary cap breakdown, we could look to move Precious as well because we do have Christian Koloko and Chris Boucher as backup bigs at the moment. But you know what? I don't think I'm going to make any more moves. Pascal Siakam is a free agent at the end of the year and he will re-sign. I'm going to see if he wants to get a quick $90 million guaranteed. I'm going to give him $45 million over the next 2 years. And we could still be open to a trade eventually if we maybe underperform at the end of this year or next year or something like that. And Grady Dick just gets hurt as I inserted him into the starting 5. He's going to be out for 2 to 4 weeks. So Joel Embiid is your MVP of this year's season. We're going to try to convince him to come to Toronto to team up with Pascal Siakam. I would probably think of Scotty Barnes, which maybe I would do. I don't know, though. So, yeah, these were the end of the season awards. I just really got to figure out where this team is at. You know, Nikola Jokic is going to be here for the start of the playoffs. Pascal Siakam was on All-NBA third team, and he has a strained right MCL. Oh, so he's going to be missing the start of the playoffs. Also, and OG Anunoby with this 54% true shooting percentage was on all defensive first team. So I got to make a decision. Am I going to pay him a lot of money? Grady Dick on all rookie second team? Maybe should have been first. Oof, Pascal Siakam is, going to be hurt to start the playoffs, which kind of sucks. So is Jalen McDaniels, who's kind of had some on and off injuries this season. But yeah, we were going to probably go to an 8-man rotation for the playoffs anyway. It stinks though, because Pascal Siakam, I probably shouldn't be playing 36 minutes a night too, but I may do so. So we're going to go 38 to Barnes. I'm going to go 32 minutes to Grady Dick. We're going to go 36 to Anunoby. We're going to go 40 to Siakam. Oh my God, on his sprained MCL, Matt. All right, no, let's not ruin his career. Let's just play him 30 minutes a night. We'll probably go like 33 to Pirtle, a couple more to Schroeder, Precious, and Boucher, and then I'm going to give 8 minutes a night to Malachi Flynn. But here were the end of the season stats, if you were curious. Scotty Barnes did finish with 4.6 assists, tied for the lead on the team with Pascal Siakam. He did average 18.5 points, 6.5 rebounds as well. Jakob Pirtle did average 4 assists a night. Maybe I should make him the point guard. All right, so we're taking on the Orlando Magic, a matchup that happened in the 2019 playoffs in round 1. That was the year that the Raptors did win it all. Let's see if we could beat them, beat Franz, beat Paolo, and advance to be the 7th seed in the 2024 playoffs. We're currently down by 1 point here in the 4th quarter, and we ended up losing by 7. And also, we don't get our first round pick if it's outside the top 4 from the Jakob Pirtle trade with the Spurs at the deadline. So I kind of want to make the playoffs. We're going to be taking on the Bulls in the second leg. So a rematch of this past play-in tournament with DeMar DeRozan's daughter yelling in the crowd. All right, so can we win this game at home? Pascal Siakam still dealing with that injury. Oh, man, we really could have beat the Orlando Magic in that first leg. As long as we don't choke here in the 4th, we're going to be okay. And yeah, we end up blowing them out at home by 23 points. Scotty Barnes, there we go. 24, 8, and 7. Point guard Barnes. 22, 6, and 3 for Grady Dick. He hit 6 threes. Anunoby had 21 points. Levine had 35, but that was not enough. So now we got Boston. And I hope Siakam's ready to go because I'm giving him 38 minutes tonight. We do lose game 1 by 23. Barnes hit 26. Siakam only took 12 shots here. Grady Dick took 17 shots and 9 threes. We win game 2 by 16. That's a massive win. They are with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. We just had a really nice defensive game here. We do end up losing game 3 by 4 points in overtime. Damn. Scotty Barnes didn't really shoot the ball all that well, but he had almost an insane performance, at least in the box score. Game 4, wow, we were playing so well. Like, my past couple times as an 8 going up against, like, Boston or Cleveland in round 1, I get just demolished, and we are putting up a fight. We could have been up 3-1 if we won that game 3 overtime game. Shout out to Siakam, fully healthy again, balling out here in game 4. Game 5, we ended up losing by 17. Anunoby had 32. Are we going to lose in 6? No! We forced a game 7. Okay, 2K, all the times you made me lose as a 1 seed to an 8 seed. Give me an upset here. Boston Celtics, Toronto Raptors, game 7. This is a rematch of the Eastern Conference semifinals from the bubble. So we are playing well. We're up by 8. We're up by 5. We choke in the 3rd? Not really. Not really. We're up by 7 here in the 4th. Do we choke the 4th quarter? My God, I knew we... Oh my God, come on. We get outscored by 14 in the 4th, and we lose by 7. Grady Dick had such a good shooting performance. Siakam got hurt again. Or no, he was just recovering from that injury. Damn, that would have been so electric if we won as an 8 seed. Siakam on one leg had 21 points, 8.5 rebounds, 4.5 assists. Do I like point guard Barnes? You know what? He did average 5 in the playoffs. And you have the Clippers and Celtics in the finals. Okay. And you have the Clippers winning in 7. Shout out to Paul George being your finals MVP. There goes LeBron. He ends up retiring. Him and Russ ended up retiring as well. You know, they were such good teammates in LA, so it's only fitting they retired together. So yeah, like I said, we will not be getting our first round pick. It's going to be going to the Spurs at number 20. That Kings pick this year is going to be sitting at number 6. It's weird. The Kings are bad in the simulation. Like, I plan on doing a Kings rebuild soon. 2K, don't be mean to me. Bradley Beal's still on the trade block. If I trade, Barnes, good defender, Siakam, good defender, Pirtle plus defender. If I traded away Anunoby, or if Anunoby leaves, bring in Beal, It's not the worst thing in the world, you know? We could get Rudy Gobert, Jeremy Grant. Yusuf Nurkic is on the trade block. I wouldn't mind Nurkic, but like I would have to include Pirtle in that deal, and is it really worth it? So yeah, we don't have any first round picks here. Zachary Satcher went number 1 to the Houston Rockets. Anunoby opts out. I am not surprised. Picking up the team option on Scotty Barnes, Bruno Fernando, and Christian Coloco. We'll give Precious the qualifying offer. We'll give Malachi the qualifying offer. Marcus Novell was on this team as well, which was cool because he's had a fun summer league and he had a great run with Kansas State in the March Madness tournament. Yeah, Anunoby, $34 million a year. I would front load that because that is a hefty price tag. I do have $35 million in cap space though. James Harden, you're a Houston Rocket? No, I'm just kidding. All right, so I did end up offering OG Anunoby a 3-year deal worth around $90 million. So he'll get $30 million per year, which I do think at the end of the day is fair market value for him. We also have a $16 million trade exception from the Gary Trent Jr. trade. All right, and I have a trade that we are going to do. We're going to send Jalen McDaniels back to Charlotte. Maybe they regretted giving him up to Philly at the deadline. We're giving them Chris Boucher some more big man help, and I'm picking up Terry Rozier and his expiring contract. He's one of the better catch and shoot, spot up 3-point shooters in the league. He is underrated in my opinion, and I'm getting a 2026 second round pick. So it's a 1-year deal. It can't really hurt. And yeah, he's better than Grady Dick, but I think he's going to be my 6th man. And I'm going to bring back Otto Porter on the minimum just as a veteran reserve guy. So we do get Flynn back on the qualifying offer, but not Precious. So Rozier does regress. We do see Barnes up to an 87 overall, and Anunoby up to an 86. Grady Dick goes up to a 77. Oh no, we did get Precious back on the qualifying offer. Okay. So I'm going to give Flynn 12 minutes a night, 14 to Precious, 18 to Schroeder. We're going to go 30 to Rozier off the bench. And this is what the starting 5 is going to look like. Barnes, Dick, and Anunoby, Siakam, Pirtle, with Rozier, Schroeder, Precious, and Malachi off the bench. System proficiency is 3-star balance. Let's see how we start off the season against the Brooklyn Nets. We ended up losing by 1 point. Siakam had a really good performance. 6 assists for Barnes. I do want to see him average over 5.5 this year. And OG Anunoby just got hurt. He's going to be out for only 1 to 2 weeks. All right, these scare me sometimes. He's having a much more efficient season. Now a 56% true shooting percentage. But yeah, we can do a quick update. We are 21-16, 5 games above 500. We are the 7th seed in the East. Still right there in the middle of the pack where I said I didn't want to be in the beginning of the video. Scotty Barnes is averaging 24 points, 8.5 rebounds, and 5 assists. He is developing at a great rate. 38% from 3. Is he taking a lot of attempts? He actually is. All right. So we are about 5 games above 500 at the moment. We're not having the best season, but hey, we are on a 3-game winning streak at the moment. Maybe we could turn it around. We won 4 out of our last 5 games, and then we ended up losing to Charlotte. All right, and then, yeah, we ended up going on that 3-game losing streak. Jakob Poeltl, who was shooting 48% from the field. He's giving me 4.2 assists tonight. Did just get hurt. He's going to be out for the next 4 to 6 weeks with a right hand fracture, bruh. I do plan on being active somewhat at the deadline, though. But yeah, we have lost 4 out of our last 5 games. It is the All-Star draft, and we do have Scotty Barnes as a reserve on Team Jokic. He is averaging 23, 8, and 5 this season, shooting 38% from 3. But we're just 3 games above 500 at the moment. And like I said, I don't want to be the same spot every year. Just kind of middle of the pack. Maybe I'll win a playoff series. Maybe I won't. So I have to see, do I want to move Pascal Siakam now? I could move him in the offseason. He'll be an expiring contract like he is currently in real life. We could look to move OG Anunoby, who has been much better this year and is still only 27. Grady Dick, though, has been performing very well for us. Terry Rozier's efficiency, I was hoping was a little bit better, but it's still not terrible. He's demanding around $17 million on a contract extension, which isn't like a lot. He does have a $26 million team option. Now, I do believe if I give him that 1-year extension, that team option will trigger. So I'm going to probably pick it up in the offseason. Man, I could do it if I want. OG Anunoby and Reggie Bullock for Damian Lee and Bradley Beal. You know what? I do think if I end up moving Anunoby and or Siakam, though, it's going to happen in the offseason. It would just not make a lot of sense to do it in the regular season. I'm too restricted cap-wise. Terry Rozier is currently 3rd in the 6th man of the year race. And we do get Jakob Poeltl back here in the beginning of March. Christian Coloco was actually pretty solid in his absence. And we are having a very good second half now that we are relatively healthy right now. We are 15 games above 500. Right on cue. As I'm saying that, Scotty Barnes tears a ligament in his elbow, who's having a phenomenal year, is out 1 to 2 months. So he's probably going to miss the playoffs. Love that. So Dennis Schroeder is going to be our starting point guard. Oh, great. Malachi Flynn just has not been like too efficient for us. I don't know if I would start him. I mean, we're going to give more minutes to Dennis Schroeder. Probably give more to Siakam and Grady Dick and Jakob Poeltl now, but I don't really know how we're going to respond. Yeah, he's going to be missing at least the first round series, maybe round 2 as well, so we're kind of screwed. We finished 49-33. Anthony Edwards won MVP. Xavier Booker in Philly, Rookie of the Year with a 20. He fell to 28. What? Why didn't I have a first round pick to take him? What? Oh my God, that is absurd. Anthony Black, Most Improved, and Chris Finch, Coach of the Year. Scotty Barnes was on all NBA first team, listed as a forward, but he's really my point guard. Damn, we're without a top 5 guy in the NBA this year for the playoffs. Siakam was on all NBA third team. He shot 48 from 3. We did get OG Anunoby on all defensive second team, and we finished as the 5 seed. We're going up against the New York Knicks, who have OMP now. Xavier Tillman, that's not like a great front court in round 1. They're without Julius Randle. Yeah, I don't know. He's still out 6 to 8 weeks. Okay, yeah, no, he's done for the playoffs, sadly. All right, so yeah, we're going to go with an 8-man rotation for the playoffs. I've been doing this a little bit more as of late. System proficiency under Darko, we are 3.5-star balance. Can we upset the New York Knicks? This would be an upset without Scotty Barnes, even if they're without Randle. Heck, we did just beat them by 21 in game 1. Siakam and Rozier combined for 55. Jakob Poeltl with 19 rebounds. Hell yeah. Game 2, we ended up losing by 5. Siakam at 28. All right, Siakam, can you take over? We're down 2-1. Oh my God, we lost by 1 point. 1 point. Damn, Poeltl is feasting in these first 3 games. OG had a great performance in this one. Terry Rozier, he's been struggling. Game 4, we do win, so we're still alive, and we win by 1 point. Oh my God, this has been a competitive series. OG with another 24-11 performance. It's back-to-back games he had that point and rebound stat line. 6 for 17 from the field for Poeltl. It's not very good, but can we win game 5? Yes, we can. Oh my God, we won by 4. They have Bones Highland, Siakam with 25, 16, and 5. Malachi Flynn, maybe proving that he should be the starting point guard. Let's make that switch. Yeah, I'm going to bench Dennis Schroeder, who will be a free agent at the end of the year. And I'm going to give 8 more minutes to Malachi Flynn, who's going to be my starting point guard. Can we win in 6 games? No, we can't. We're going to a game 7. We lost by 23 here. Flynn had 9, 4, 5, and 2. 4 turnovers and 5 fouls is kind of brutal. So let's see what happens here. Game 7. We lost in 7 games last year in round 1. I don't feel confident. Last year I didn't feel confident. Oh my God, we're up by 18. Okay, I should just shut up and watch this go to work. Don't blow an 18-point lead, please. Oh my God. I got a little nervous there at the end. But we win a playoff series. Let's go. Siakam with 37, 11, 7, and 2 in game 7. Grady Dick and Terry Rozier combined for 44 points. And come on, give me the 8-seeded Hornets, please. The Heat ended up winning in 7. Scotty Barnes is still out for 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah, he probably wouldn't even be back till the finals. Game 1 against the Heat, we do end up losing by 2 points. It's about to be a defensive matchup for sure. Rozier shot 1 for 10 in that game. Oh my God, 85 points in game 2. 1 for 10 for Poeltl. Well, Bam is just owning him. And we go down 3 games to 0. We have yet to score over 100 points in any of these games. And do we get swept? Oh my. See, oh man, we lost in overtime and we still couldn't score 100 points. Is their defense that good? Tyler Hero is your Eastern Conference Finals MVP, and Ant in the West. Ant is your Finals MVP. It's nice to see the Heat, though, at least a new team, not like the Cavs for once or the Celtics. Oh my God, okay, that pick is number 1. I just got so excited. I'm going to double check the facts on that, but I feel like it's not going to be unprotected in 2025. Yeah, it's basically top 12 protected in 25, top 10 in 26, and then turns into second. So I'm not getting the number 1 pick in the draft. Let's try to adopt some more defense. I want to see if I can get JB Bickerstaff to be an assistant. Okay, I was shot down real quick. So I'll get Mike Woodson to be a top assistant. All right, so the Kings are kind of like one of the worst teams in the NBA. They have the number 1 pick. I want to see if I could trade for Domantas Sabonis. I would give you Precious. I would give you Jakob Poeltl. Oh my God. How is Jakob Poeltl only a 1.5 stars? And how is Sabonis 4? Well, I get Sabonis being 4.5, but okay, that was embarrassing. All right, what about trying to get DeAndre Ayton? The Suns could definitely use some more assets here. You get 2 good centers, and you get a future first tier or a first in this draft. They say no. I would give you the protections on that Kings pick that we got from the Hawks and they got from the Kevin Huerter deal. They say no. I don't really want to give up 3 first-round picks for DeAndre Ayton. I would include 2 seconds Okay, never mind. And with the 24th overall pick, I took Demetrius Dong. We're going to pick up the team option on Terry Rozier and Bruno Fernando and obviously Grady Dick. We're going to give Scotty Barnes and Christian Koloko the qualifying offers. I'm going to give Malachi Flynn about $2.5 million to come back. Scotty Barnes gets a deal from the Bucks. We are going to be matching that. I'm going to look if I could snag Derek White on a one-year deal worth around $6.5 million. That would be a huge pickup. There we go. And Josh Hart on a one-year deal. Oh my God, this is the greatest free agency, like mid-level exception usage ever. We get Koloko back on the qualifying offer, player progression. We do see some regression. I need to make a trade before the season starts. All right, so we're going to be trading Precious Achiuwa and Terry Rozier for DeAndre Hunter and Clint Capella. And then I'm going to hopefully leverage DeAndre Hunter and Clint Capella to get DeAndre Ayton. They say no to that, but what about if I give you that Kings pick? What? Thought I had this in the bag real quick. 2 seconds gets it done. Yeah, so I found a loophole to get DeAndre Ayton. And we got to keep Pirtle in this. I know he's an expensive backup center, but it'll be worth it, trust me. So here's the 9-man rotation. Barnes, Dick, Anunoby, Siakam, Ayton, with a bench of Derek White, Jakob Pirtle, Josh Hart, and Malachi Flynn. That's pretty good. We are 3.5-star balanced. Hopefully we're a little bit better as a regular season team this year. We got Pascal Siakam and Scotty Barnes in the All-Star game this year. Damn, Bradley Beal's still making it. Making me regret not trading for him at any point, but Scotty, oh, wow. I'm surprised Siakam kind of made the All-Star game. What? How do you see that drop off in 3-point percentage? 48% to 27%? Jeez. Scotty Barnes is having an MVP caliber year, though. And then Anunoby's efficiency dropped off. Damn, that kind of sucks. But we are 30 games above 500, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't think I'm going to be making any trades. Let's extend Siakam. We'll give him another 2-year deal. He's probably pissed. He probably wants that 5-year deal. Pirtle, the minimum? Are you sure about that? Aiden wants to test free agency most likely. I'll give you like $4.5 million, but I mean, that's in 2 years from now. And we finished the season with 67 wins, and Scotty Barnes is your MVP. Let's go. Ian Jackson is your Rookie of the Year. Nyeka Okongwu is your 6th man, both in Sacramento. Giannis gets Depoy. Kyra Lewis most improved, and we get Coach of the Year. Scotty Barnes on All-NBA first team. We also get OG and All Defensive first team, and we are fully healthy for round 1 against the Bulls. Grady Dick averaged 16.5 points and shot 40% from 3 for us this year. So we are going to stick with a 9-man rotation. We're just going to give the 9th man minutes to Christian Koloko instead of Malachi Flynn. Taking on the Chicago Bulls, they still have Zach LaVine and Nikola Vucevic. Thought about trading for Patrick Williams in the offseason, but I didn't really see a home or fit for him here. And we swept the Bulls. Let's go. We had 3 guys scored 20 plus. Grady Dick averaged 26 in that series. Let's go. Now we're taking on the Nets. Got Mikal Bridges off the bench. Okay, they actually have a pretty good roster, but I think we should be fine. We swept them. We are 8-0 in the playoffs. Entering the conference finals against the Boston Celtics. They still have the Jays. They got the Dennis Schroeder revenge series going for them. Game 1. Oh my God. We go 8-0 in the first 2 rounds, and I know this is going to be a stressor. Please win Game 2. Yes. Huge win by 6 points. Scotty Barnes with 27. Game 3. We win. Let's go. We win by 1. Oh my God. I would have been so pissed if we lost that game. We're up 3-1. Oh, we blow them out. Let's go by 28 points. Grady Dick with 34. Derek White with 23. Don't blow a 3-1 lead. Let's go. We're 12-1 going to the finals, taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves, who are 12-2 so far. We know how good they are in the simulation. Can we please beat them? Game 1 we win. Game 2 we win. Game 3 we lose. Yes, come on. Can we win? Don't blow a 3-1 lead. Let's go. The Toronto Raptors win the 2026 NBA Finals, and Pascal Siakam is your Finals MVP. Let's go. Oh, that feels good, man. 67 wins and we win it all. I don't lose in round 1 like some of these other rebuilds I've done as of late. If you guys did enjoy it, appreciate you dropping a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you are not already. Let me know in the comments which team you want to see me rebuild next. Like always, I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.